Hello students, let's start our today drug Agaricus muscarius toad stool. This is a fungus. Agaricus is fungus. About constitution: light hair, skin, lax muscles. Muscles is loose. Lax means loose muscle. Old people with weak, indolent circulation. Indolent means slow, sluggish circulation. Drunkards, especially for their headaches. Headache of drunkards. Bad effect after a debauch. Debauch, sexual excesses, excess in wine, onanism, excess masturbation. Nux vomica also. About mental general, delirium with constant raving. Raving means patient constantly talk in delirium, especially in typhoid or typhus. Wants to talk, always talking in delirium. Tries to get out of bed. About physical generals, oversensitiveness, sensitive to cold air, extremely sensitive to cold air, patient is sensitive to touch, calcaria. And about complaints, diagonal appearance of complaints, that is upper left and lower right side. May be affected the upper left shoulder joint and right hip joint like Leadenpal, or left shoulder and right leg, or left arm, right leg, like complaints appear diagonally. Next, about headache. Headache of those who readily become delirious in fever. During fever, there is delirium, mental symptom delirium, and headache with pain, associated with pain or fever, associated or concomitant. And person subject to chorea, twitching, or grimaces from a spinal affection. So, causation of headache from a spinal affection and concomitant in fever with pain, and having persons who is subject to chorea. Chorea is involuntary movement, twitching or grimaces. Grimaces, different face making. About male reproductive system, nervous prostration after sexual debauch. Sexual debauch means sexual excesses. Nervous weakness. Patient feel weak. Female reproductive system, prolapsus of uterus. Prolapse means patient feel like uterus comes out. Prolapse of uterus. And post-climacteric. Post-climacteric after menopause. Post-menopause. That is post-climacteric. Bearing down pain in all, and almost pain is intolerable pain. So about back symptoms, very much important for this remedy, back symptoms and nervous system. A spinal irritation due to sexual excess, nervous prostration after sexual debauch, epilepsy from suppressed eruptions, spines very much sensitive to touch, aggravation in the morning. So about causation from suppressed eruption, epilepsy, sexual excesses cause spinal irritation, nervous prostration, and sensation very much sensitive to touch, aggravation in the morning. Next come to the pain. Pain also come in physical general. Pain, sore, aching pain, sore pain, soreness, especially in lumbar and sacral region. Aggravation during exertion, aggravation in the morning, aggravation in the daytime while sitting, also in zinc. So pain, sensation of pain, soreness, aching sensation, location, lumbar and sacral region, and modality, aggravation in the morning, during exertion, during daytime while sitting. And aggravation on the touch, very much sensitive to touch. Every motion, aggravation from motion, every turn of body causes pain in a spine. Single vertebra, very much important symptoms. Single vertebra sensitive to touch. Single vertebra very sensitive to touch. About extremities, uncertainty in walking. Stumbling gait. Gait is walking posture. Stumbles over everything in the way. Feels pain as if bitten when standing. When standing, feels pain as if bitten. Standing is also aggravation. Standing, sitting, exertion, morning, daytime. And uncertainty in walking. Stumbling gait. All comes in back symptoms, extremity symptoms, and nervous system. All we have to write in nervous symptoms of this remedy. Agaricus muscarius. Now, nervous system involuntary movements, chorea, while awake. When patient is awake, cease during sleep, chorea. Chorea ceases during sleep. So, in conscious state, involuntary movements while awake, and during sleep, chorea ceases. Cease means stop. Chorea stop. From simple motions and jerks of single muscles leads to dancing of whole body, trembling of whole body, twitching of muscles of face. So, about causation is from simple motion, jerk of single muscles leads to dancing of whole body, trembling of whole body. So, chorea while awake and cease during sleep. Causation from simple motion or jerk of single muscle leads to dancing of whole body, trembling of whole body. About skin symptoms, chilblains. Chilblains means cold needle pricking pain, like cold needle pricking, that kind of pain, chilblains. That itch and burn intolerable. Pain, itch, burn intolerable, frostbite, and consequences of exposure to cold, especially in face. So, exposure to cold also is causation. Itch, burn, chilblains. Sensation. Sensation as if ice touched ice cold needles were pricking or piercing the skin as from hot needles. So that is chilblains. Ice cold needles were piercing the skin, ice touched. Burning, itching, redness of various parts, ears, nose, face, hands, parts red, swollen, hot. Burning and itching also in this remedy. Now aggravation after eating, after coitus. This is very important symptoms. After coitus, aggravation, cold air, mental application, exertion before thunderstorm. Before thunderstorm, aggravation. Before thunderstorm, aggravation, Agaricus muscarius, phosphorus sorinum, and amelioration by sleep. So, we have to write like that: location, sensation, aggravation and amelioration, modality and concomitant symptoms also. Burning, itching, similar to calcaria, cannabis indica, hyoscyamus, califos, lachesis. In delirium of alcoholism, tarantula, zinc in chorea. In chorea also zinc can be think, tarantula. And so all about this remedy. Thank you.